All right, good evening. Welcome to the Yorktown Central School District Board of Ed organizational meeting for July 12, 2016. Can we please stand for Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for armed forces and those in our community who have lost loved ones. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, I'm okay.
Because this is our reorg meeting, the first part of it belongs to our district clerk.
Good evening.
So go for it, Yvette.
Okay, tonight we're going to first start with swearing in and giving the oath of office to our new elected board members. Tonight we have Cheryl Reynolds here, Rashmi Bose, and Tom Donatelli are currently traveling. So would you stand, please? Sure. You could just read it, or you want me to say it, and then you can read it. I can read it. Okay. Raise your right hand, please.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of District Clerk of a Board Trustee for the Board of Education for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No. I don't know.
Please raise your right hand.
Just repeat.
Yeah.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office of the Superintendent of Schools for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. I will now call for nominations for the President of the Board.
I nominate Jackie Carbone.
Second.
Jackie, you're the President of the Board. Congratulations.
Do we have to vote?
It's,
Any names?
It's
Are there any other
unanimous.
nominations?
are there any other nominations? I'm sorry.
No.
Nothing about it.
That's
Okay.
closed.
It's closed.
It's closed? Okay.
Would you like to call for nominations for Vice President? Or,
Sure.
okay.
Oh.
Do we have nomination for the Vice President of the Board of Education?
You should actually do the ooth. I'm sorry about
Oh,
that.
I should take the oath first?
Yep.
Okay, I have to take the oath? Okay.
Yes.
Hang on, I gotta read my oath. Find it here. Okay, I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge my duties of President of the Board of Education for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
All right, so now we can go back to me. Okay, we need to call for nominations for Vice President.
I nominate Mike Magnani for Vice President of the Yorktown Central Board of Education.
I second and third it.
Are there any other nominations for Vice President?
Thanks, Anthony. That was really sweet.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Mike, you're up. Yep, you're up. Yeah, read that, just insert your...
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Vice President for the Vice President of the School Board for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
All right. Now we have resolved, the Board of Education makes the following appointments for the 2016-17 school year. Yvette Siegel is reappointed District Clerk. Kevin Lieberts is reappointed District Treasurer. Joanne O'Doherty is reappointed District Treasurer. Deputy Treasurer, I'm sorry. And so we need to swear them in. Okay, you need to take your oath first.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of District Clerk for the Board of Education for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
All right. Kevin, you're up.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of District Treasurer for the Yorktown Central School District according to the best of my ability.
Well, Joanne's not here, so that you will take care of that tomorrow, correct? Okay. So we're up to other appointments. Can I have a motion to, the Board of Education makes the following appointments for the 2016-17 school year, A through T. These are our normal appointments.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Designations. Resolved, the Board of Education approves the following designations for the 16-17 school years, A through F.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Recertification resolutions, a resolution to recertify lead evaluators of classroom teachers pursuant to Education Law 3012C. And then a resolution to recertify lead evaluators of building principals pursuant to Education Law 3012C.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Authorizations. Resolve, the Board of Education approves the following authorizations for the 16-17 school years, A through P.
Q. Should say Q.
Oh, A through Q, we added one, sorry.
So moved again.
Cute. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion to approve the supplemental defense and indemnification resolution as stated below.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are up to, well, can I make a motion? Do we need public comment now, or can I make a motion for executive session?
Public comment.
We on public comment? Okay.
Yeah,
why not?
Anybody on the public wishing to speak on agenda-related items? Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to go back into public session?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our second part of our meeting. Now we're into our regular board meeting. Do you want me to call for public comment again, or don't we need it?
Sure.
Anybody want to speak, public comment on agenda-related items? Okay, that was twice. Good, okay. Can I have a point of order? We have several new staff members here, so can we bring the personnel to the top of the agenda so they don't have to wait for the whole meeting?
It's good with me.
Okay. So, upon recommendation of the superintendent, a motion that the following be approved. We have certified personnel, and I'm just going to call out a couple of them, including Mike Rosen as a new director of PPS, Aaron O'Neill as a new assistant principal at Mohansick, and Louis Chaffee, who is just coming in now as a new assistant president. Welcome! As a new assistant principal at Crampond. We also have the other ones. We also have part-time appointments and temporary appointments, an amendment of appointment, teaching stipends, and is that it? Or
Nope.
I still gotta go down.
Resignations.
Extra duty, we have a resignation of Lisa Cilione, we have a resignation for the purpose of retirement of Elvira Costello, and we are removal from the preferred eligibility list, and we have appointment for civil service.
So moved.
There are two teachers in the...
Oh, two teachers, I'm sorry, let me go back up to the two teachers.
So it's three.
Okay, I will.
What are you saying?
Tara Gallery
Tara Gallery is here.
as an elementary teacher. Who else do I have?
You have Clara Vecchiola.
Clara Vecchiola as a reading teacher, and who else is here?
There's
Anybody
no
else?
other teacher.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
So can I have a motion? A second?
Second. Did he have a motion already?
Yes.
I motion.
You motion second. I didn't hear the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ralph? It's all yours, Ralph.
So, congratulations to all of you. It's exciting to have you here. You'll be coming back again at the September meeting, and at that point in time, you'll actually have to come, so you can start thinking. You'll have to actually come up to the podium and say how excited you are to be here, how welcoming a place this is, how great the superintendent is, and that this was the best choice that you ever made in your life. So right now, just enjoy this moment because you don't have to say anything. But But maybe it would be nice to simply say we're delighted with Lisa's promotion, of course, and we've talked about that. We're delighted with Florence's 3 new grandchildren, with Lisa's promotion to the assistant superintendency, and of course now Mike will assume Lisa's position. So we are very happy to have Mike as the Director of Pupil Personnel Service. As all of you know, he's worked for us for many, many years. He's very diligent, very committed, very dedicated, very smart, and very hardworking. And we know that in his new role, he will continue to do all that's good for our students in all places and in all time. We have great confidence in his leadership, so we look forward to that. I think the principals have been so excited, the elementary school principals. The only one that's not excited is Deirdre, and the only reason she's not excited is because she really knows her assistant principal, and that's not negative. I know that must have sounded terrible. So Joe Casarini, if you're listening, I really didn't mean it to sound terrible. It's just that they're friends, they know each other, they like each other, and as a matter of fact, she was thrilled that Joe was going to go to her building, and I know that they'll make a great team and they'll partner well together. But I know that Susie and Lori have been very, very interested in this process. Mike Magnani asked me to describe the process as to what the assistants went through. I made it sound worse than it really was, but it was a rigorous process, and they got to meet a lot of people. True. And they did do some writing. They observed a lesson and they wrote it up using the Danielson model. True. And then they came back today and they listened to more and they went on tours, and so we're excited. So we did want to say now we compare the two. So Lori Roberts will be paired with, and I think you did that deliberately. I think you purposefully came into the room when your name was being announced so that we would be forced to clap. I've never really seen that before, but it was very entertaining. So Lori will be together with Louis Chiaffi. Louis comes from the Mount Vernon School District, where he had been a long-standing teacher. I guess when you look at him, you'd say, how long-standing? But it was long, I mean, probably about 11 years, right? 12 years as a teacher, and the past year as a assistant principal in a K-6 building. So he will be joining Lori at Crampon. Do you want to just wave? You don't have to say anything until September. Okay, and then I just wanted to find, and there she is, and Erin O'Neill. I just decided to change her name. Erin O'Neill, forgive me. I knew it was an Irish name, I just couldn't get out the right one. O'Neill, forgive me. So Erin is going to be with Susie at Mohansick, and I know they spent some time together. I know that they're very, very happy, and we're excited. Erin was a long-standing teacher in the New York City public school system. She primarily taught K through 3, so this is a perfect pairing for her. And she's been an assistant principal for 4 years, and primarily with K through 3. So it's a match made in heaven, and we're very, very happy to have her here. So now that I've changed your name, who knows? This may be a future for you. You may be somewhere in your future, you may have a new name.
You never know what the kids are going to do then.
There you go. So do you want to just wave? And she told me that her father went to Cardinal Hayes. So already we have a camaraderie. But gratefully, he's older than I am.
You didn't teach him.
He's older. Older. I didn't teach him. He's older than me. And then we have 2 of our new hires. Claire, I don't feel is so new because Claire has done a number of leave replacement positions for us. And I think she's always been hopeful that at some point in time there was actually going to be a real position. And voila, we have a real position. Charis Quatamash is going back into the classroom as a 4th grade teacher, and that leaves a reading vacancy in Lori's building. Plus, there's a resignation from a reading position in Lori's building, so there was actually 2. So we congratulate Claire. She's very excited about not being a leave replacement and being a probationary teacher. So Claire, do you want to just wave? All right, very good. And then now, I don't know that you need to know this, but I'll just tell you this. So we have a phenomenal English teacher at the middle school for many, many years, 7th grade. And I think many of you know Maureen Gallery. And coincidentally, her daughter applied for this position. And really, it was coincidental because Maureen never said a boo about it, which I thought, that's pretty classy when you don't say one word about your child is one of 200 and 200, one of 800, one of 850 candidates looking for a job. But Tara did an amazing job. I know that when she interviewed at the school, the committee was very pleased with her, and then she came back to do a demonstration lesson, and Lori was all over that, said it was the best demonstration lesson she had seen. She was very anxious for us to meet her, and I was very anxious to have that opportunity. And she was sensational on the interview. And then I was the one, honestly, who initiated the email with her mom saying, I met your daughter, she's great, and I know that Mrs. Roberts really likes her. And that's all I said. And then I knew that Lori kept saying, are you going to hire her? Are you going to hire her? Are you going to hire her? And I said, okay, hire her. So, and we did, and we're very excited because she really rose to the top of a large and very competitive list of candidates. So if you want to wave, very good. And I think you know everybody else in the audience, right?
Yes. So we're good?
And this is good. And, oh, well, you don't know, Mr. Rosen brought two of his 3 sons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, lucky them. Put them on the spot.
Everybody follows directions here, so if you were planning to come in and not follow, you're in a jam. This is, everybody follows directions here.
Except they didn't wear green.
They didn't. Well, they're on the, they went to school on the other side of town.
Oh, we don't talk about that side.
But they know, when they come here, it's an upgrade. Sort of.
Okay.
All right, are we good?
Are we good? Yes.
We're good.
All
Shut
right.
my mic.
All right, so we shall move on?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, do we want to let them
Oh, yes,
go?
you can let them go if you love.
Yes.
Thank you all.
So thank you for
Thank you all.
coming.
We'll see you in September. Congratulations. Or they could stay. We're lots of fun, right?
Well, he said to shut my mic or mouth.
They said Mike.
When you started bashing the other.
I know. I was just kidding.
All right. Okay. Let's do minutes. Can I have a motion to accept the board minutes for the June 6th and the June 20th meetings?
So moved.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Treasurer's report. A motion to accept the treasurer's report for June 2016.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Claims audit report. A motion to accept the claims audit reports for August 2015 through June 2016.
So moved.
Discussion. Thank you. We finally have claims audit reports that make sense and are really well done. Yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Extra classroom activity. Motion to approve the extra classroom activity fund for June 2016.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we have an Every Student Succeeds Act resolution. Every Student Succeeds Act expressly replaces NCLB's overly prescriptive federal system of school accountability with statutory language that gives increased flexibility for state and local decision-making while maintaining federal guardrails to protect the intent of Title I-A, yet provisions in the U.S. Department of Education draft regulations would perpetuate federal overreach in the areas that ESSA specifically delegates to the states and local school districts. Whereas the provisions of the proposed DOE regulations run contrary to the language and the spirit of the ESSA by imposing narrow prescriptive mandates that would hamper the ability of the states and the districts to devise their own systems, and it goes on. Be it further resolved that the flexibility for the state and local decision-making embedded in the spirit of the ESSA be fully incorporated into the federal regulations.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, we did personnel. Resolutions for personnel. Be it resolved upon recommendation of the superintendent, the following resolutions be approved. Be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the board president to execute the amendment number 1 of the terms and conditions of the employment agreement with Dr. Ralph Napolitano as superintendent dated July 12, 2016, as presented to the board at this meeting. Be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the board president to execute amendment number 1 to the terms and conditions employment agreement with Dr. Florence O'Connor as deputy superintendent dated July 12, 2016, as presented to the board at this meeting. C, be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the board president to execute amendment number 1 to the terms and conditions employment agreement with Tom Cole as Assistant Superintendent for Business and Administrative Services, dated July 12th. Be it resolved, the board hereby authorizes the board president to execute amendment number 1 to the terms and condition agreement with Lisa O'Shea as Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, dated July 12th, is presented to the board at this meeting. E, be it resolved, the board hereby authorizes the superintendent to execute the amendment to the terms and conditions of employment agreements with the district's non-represented employees, dated July 12th, should be 2016, to the board at this meeting. F, be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the superintendent to execute the extension of the memorandum of agreement dated July 5th, 2015, to increase Carrie Purdy, special ed teacher, to the middle school which by .2 FTE effective September 1st, 2016 through June 1st, 2017. Is it June 1st or June 30th? June
It
1st?
should probably be June 30th.
June 30th, 2017. Can you make these changes?
2015 or 16?
It's July 2015, it's what's an amendment to that contract. G, be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the superintendent to execute an extension of the memorandum of agreement dated July 5th, 2015, to increase Maura Haggerty, special ed teacher at the high school, by .2 FTE effective September 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017. Can you make those corrections, Yvette? Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? We have a YAS MOA, ratification of the Yorktown Association of Administrators and Supervisors Unit, a memorandum of agreement, whereas the negotiating terms of the Yorktown Central School District and the Yorktown Association of Administrators and Supervisors Unit executed a memorandum of agreement dated June 24, 2016 for a 4-year successor collectively negotiated agreement to the one that expired on June 30th, 2016, and it goes on.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Terms and agreement. Resolve, the Board of Education authorizes superintendent of schools to, and approves the terms and agreement between district and employee number 1304 dated June 24, 2016, which shall be incorporated by reference in the minutes of this meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Business office. KSQ and ARIS, be it resolved upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby empowers the board president to enter into an agreement with KSQ Architects and ARIS Contracting Company for the development and execution of the district's capital fund project to planning, survey, design, and cost estimating services related to a district-wide study to outfit Yorktown High School, Cronpah, Mohansick, and Brookside Elementary Schools with air conditioning systems. KSQ's fees for work will include Lewis Engineering Consulting and engineering fees at a total cost not to exceed $30,615. ARIS Construction Company fee for review, inspection, and construction cost estimating services for said work will not exceed $22,000.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, this goes back, Tom, to the capital projects we were talking about setting up a special fund for?
It does. We have a committee that's been formed, that's already met once, and will meet again this month. This resolution will enable us to get all of the cost estimates that we would typically do for any capital project. Should the establishment of the fund be successful, these costs will be applied to the projects that are produced in the capital fund. If it's not successful, they'll be expensed in the current year in which they're absorbed.
Okay. It's a good thing, though, because we need to evaluate air conditioning in our buildings.
Absolutely. In all of the buildings
Yes.
across the district, yes.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Shall person be resolved, the board president is hereby authorized to execute a retainer agreement with the law firm of Charles Perlson, May and Lambert, LLP, for legal services during the 16-17 school year at an annual retainer fee of $70,000.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Tax cert, a motion to approve the following tax certiorari resolution by order of the Supreme Court of the State of New York held in and for the County of Westchester on the 15th day of April 2016. We received it July 5th, 2016. A school tax refund in the amount of $12,315.23 is due to 1711 Yorktown LLC for the tax years of 2013 through 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Tom. So this falls into our 2015-16 tax cert year, correct? Or is it going to the next year?
This will fall into 1516.
So what do we know what the number of tax cert dollars we expended?
656,000, I believe, in the current year.
And we have more coming for next
Well,
year.
I just, the town assessors, I got on the phone with her yesterday. They're working on our number for next year. I had plans on recommending an $800,000 reserve in the next year, but that may not be enough based on what they see. But I'll know that by the 21st of July.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Nice, are you okay with this? Motion to approve NYSER's general liability policy renewal for the 16-17 school year, the premium in the amount of $268,203.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. At any point, the fiscal advisory committee can look at this and look to lower deductible, raise and
Absolutely.
lower deductibles?
Yes, it's worth noting that this premium is about $3,000 less than last year's, which is based solely on our ability to control risk. And part of that has to do with the financial committee's oversight of risk management.
Okay, so is it something we want to put on FAC's?
Yeah, we had
agenda?
discussed it at one point. We did get some numbers, but we have to meet again. Probably at our next meeting, we'll discuss this in more detail and make a decision to recommend to the board.
Okay. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? AccuWeather, motion to approve the contract between AccuWeather, Inc. for daily weather reporting services for the 16-17 school year in the amount of $7,322.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Best Web, resolved upon recommendation of superintendent, the Board of Education approves the renewal of contract with Best Web Corporation to provide broadband internet access connection for the period of July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Health and Welfare. Motion to approve the contract for health and welfare services provided to resident pupils in non-public schools in other districts. This is for Tarrytown and Ossining.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Reimbursable meals. Be it resolved that the Board of Education establishes the reimbursable meal prices for the 16-17 school year as follows. Brookside, Mohansick, and Crampon will be $2.70. Middle school and high school will be $2.90.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Tom, again, we raised the prices 5 cents? 10 cents?
On average, 10 cents.
10 cents.
The minimum wage increase dictated by the state of New York will impact, for every $1 increase in the minimum wage, we estimate that prices for meals have to go up 10 cents. And that's what you're seeing here predominantly.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chief Emergency Officer appointment, a motion to approve the superintendent of schools or superintendent's designee as the district's chief emergency officer.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Again,
This is new to from the 2016-17 budget adopted in Albany. Somebody has to be appointed as the point person to ensure certain levels of training to staff members and building emergency response teams throughout the school districts. So the superintendent and his or her designee
Tom Cole?
will be responsible for that, and this is the formality of that.
so I was asking Yvette if we could find a way to color all our items that were unfunded mandates, but I thought we'd have everything in color, so it wouldn't make sense.
It's not really an expense associated with
Well,
this.
it
is
could
it?
be, and if we decide that it's necessary to bring somebody in from the outside to do certified training for these teams, we're looking into, I have a meeting scheduled for this Friday, next Friday, to try to determine what it is that we need to do to comply.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Here's the next one. Motion to approve John Miller as a safety monitor for the month of July.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion again, Tom, this is just because our construction projects are taking over the campus and we have camps and things going on, correct?
Right, we have a middle school camp for the town Parks and Rec, we have a basketball camp, we have football camp, we have the extended school year program for special education and a reading program all going on at the same time.
Well, we're doing construction all
While
over the
we're doing
campus.
construction, yes.
Gotta love us. We're good. Okay. Professional Improvements Program. Motion to approve the following Yorktown Congress Professional Improvement Program proposals for the 16-17 school year, and that is Mary Peters and Christine Johnsmeyer.
So moved.
Second discussion.
Go ahead.
Tom, if these are June expenses, why are they in the next school year?
These are the professional improvement plan. They exhausted all of the money from last year's professional improvement plan. So I believe the dates here go through August, and so they're applicable to the 2016-17 school year.
So they were approved in June, but they'll be incurred.
That's correct,
in
but they'll be
August.
applied
Okay.
to the subsequent budget.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Special ed, a motion to approve the following contracts for the 16-17 school year. It is all of the general contracts we do with outside services.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Placements. A motion to approve the following placements for the special education placements for June 20th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? CSE committee members, a motion to approve the attached members of the CSE and all CSE subcommittees and the CPSE for the 2016-17 school year. The names are below.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Gifts, grant, and donations. A motion to accept with gratitude to the Yorktown High School a Con 1050B trumpet from Mr. Vishnu Patel and family.
Nice.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board comments. Anthony?
No, I'm good.
Christine?
I'm good, thank you.
Mike?
Just want to say thank you to my fellow board members for electing me as vice president. Hope to serve you half as well as my predecessor did, and I think we'd be okay. But thank you, appreciate it.
And she wanted to let you know that you can consult with her whenever you need to.
We've already had several.
She'll tell you how you're supposed to tell me to slow down, that I forgot something.
She's already hinting at things.
Cheryl?
I think that's it. I'm good, thanks.
All right, well, welcome Cheryl, again. I know
thank you
you were
again.
here, but congratulations
Thank
and
you.
welcome
Yes.
again. And Reshmi and Tom, even though they're traveling. And Mike, welcome. I'm glad you're sitting next to me.
Thank you.
Because if I got to do it again, I need a partner. All right. Ralph, Lisa, Tom. Welcome, Lisa. This is our first meeting at the table, so welcome.
I would just want to thank publicly, whatever her name is. I'm having
one?
a terrible day. Sheila McGinnis. So I wanted to really thank Sheila. She's done a remarkable job, really, with this process that our teachers go through, and more particularly with the AP process and the PPS process. I was kind of tongue-in-cheek. The assistant principals did go through a very, very rigorous process. Sheila, recall for me how many people applied for the assistant principalships positions? 225. So again, we brought in about 20. 17 actually appeared for the interviews. We reduced it to these two people, and we have found them to be very much connected to our mission, to our core beliefs, and we believe that they're going to be very successful. On the other hand, I want to say they're very lucky to be in Yorktown, and I think they feel that immediately just spending the day here today with their principals, Susie and Lori. I think they see all the possibilities and all the wonderful work that they're going to participate in and certainly enjoy. We have great kids. We have a wonderful, supportive parent community, and I know they'll be an asset. As far as the teachers go, same thing, very rigorous process. There really were about 800 people who applied for 2 positions. And although we've known Claire very, very well, her mom works for us also, but Claire has done a number of leave replacement positions, and I think she's actually thrilled to finally be probationary. And similarly, I really must comment on how professional Mrs. Gallery was, our Mrs. Gallery in middle school. She never said a word, never alluded to the fact that her daughter had applied and was being interviewed, and she really did a masterful job. And Mike, I think you all know, so far I think all of our hires have been good. I try to avoid saying, I'm so looking forward to the start of the new school year, because I'm usually the only one that has the nerve to say that on July 11th. Everybody else is saying, are you out of your mind? So I am looking forward to that. I think we're going to have a lot of great people in place, and I see the district growing and developing and just getting better and better. It's a great privilege to be here as superintendent, and I know Tom and Lisa feel the same way in their capacity. So we're looking forward to all the new hires and working with them. I think we're going to have a solid group ahead.
Terrific. Oh, and then-
Sheila, thank you. I started out by saying, it's a lot of work. You have no idea how much work she does to really put everything into play. It's really managing something amazing, and she does it seamlessly and so coordinated, so organized, so prepared, so well planned. And I think everybody feels comfortable, from the people that are being interviewed to the people who are on committees for the first time, for the second time, and really a wonderful job. We're very grateful.
Terrific. Oh, and in case if people haven't noticed, our wonderful tech person Amanda has redone our website, so get a chance to look at it. It is top-notch. It's very, very nice. And she's made it so that it's mobile-friendly and everything else, so she did a phenomenal job, and she should be complimented on that.
It was a great job.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think she's hearing a lot of good things.
Very cool.
Yep, looks great.
Anybody, anything else? All right. Public comment? Anybody wishing to speak? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.